Hey guys, I'm Araceli and today I'll be talking about my top 3 favorite beginner-friendly household plants. So let's get started. So first off, we have the lovely ZZ plant. So as you can see, this ZZ plant is fairly large already. I've had this plant for, I'd say 2 years, probably a little bit longer. And the reason I love it, it's because it's so low maintenance. It has these beautiful leaves that are a little bit rubbery, a little bit shiny, and they grow so long. And I got this at Trader Joe's, believe it or not, and it came in this small pot and it has grown into this very large plant, and I also was able to propagate it and now have 2 of these plants. So the reason I love this plant is because it is very low maintenance and very beginner friendly. A lot of you may be interested in plants that don't require too much attention possibly, or you don't have too much sunlight going on in your home, and that's totally fine. This will tolerate low light, but of course it will thrive and can get this big if you provide it enough indirect sunlight. For this plant's watering, it doesn't require too much water. It can be neglected, and I have neglected it in the past and it has not died on me. What I do is stick like my finger an inch into the soil and check if it's fully dry, and then I know that it will need a good watering. But in the summer that might change. It might need more frequent watering. So I don't recommend a schedule for any of the plants, but I do recommend you to check the soil every once in a while, every week and a half, something like that, so that you give it enough water that it might need. So for my next favorite household plant that is also beginner friendly is this rubber plant. And the reason it's called a rubber plant is because the leaves are actually feel very much like rubber, and they have these beautiful leaves that alternate, and they can grow very large in your home if you give it the environment that it likes. The reason this makes it into my top 3 is because the beauty of it, it can grow very large, and I've had this for about 3 years now, and I've really enjoyed the look of this. And as you can see, I am having some new growth. The leaves are very sturdy. So for this plant, you do want to wipe down its leaves every so often so that dust doesn't accumulate, so that it can bring in that sunlight that it needs. So for sunlight, this requires medium to bright indirect sunlight, and I actually keep this sort of in front of my west facing window, and it stays there and it has enjoyed that spot so far. And as for watering, this will also like to dry completely in between watering. So I again stick my finger to see if it's completely dry. Or another great tip that I like to use is check the weight of your pot. So once it is fully dry, it will be extremely light. And you'll notice that once you water it, it will become a little heavier, and you can sort of just pass by and check the weight of it. But if not, then the finger trick always works for me. Overall, this is an easygoing plant. It looks beautiful in the home. It really stands out against any white background. So this is beautiful to have and totally recommend it for your home. Okay, so last but not least, my 3rd favorite beginner friendly plant would be the cactus or the cacti. So I have many of these small cacti in my home, and I know that many people are worried about sunlight and the watering, but these have proved to me that it does not require a lot of attention. It just requires some sunlight. So the best place that I have found in my home is right in front of my west facing windowsill. It is the perfect area to collect these tiny cacti and display them in these cute little ceramic pots. And I will show you, I have a bunch of these right on my windowsill and they love the area. This is a great beginner plant or succulent in your home because it is low maintenance. And by low maintenance, I mean the watering of this is not so often, especially right now in the winter time. You do not need to water this, and you can skip some waterings and it will not dry out on you. It is very tough. So this is perfect if you are not on top of your watering game. This will withstand the drought. So the thing with cacti, you do need to provide it well draining soil. So I have a specific cactus soil that I bought like at Home Depot that is well draining, and what that means is that it allows the water to fully drain through the soil so that it does not get super congested in there with water. So that's the only thing with these cacti, but you can just literally sit them on your windowsill and forget about them, and they look so cute. So the other one that I have here is the prickly pear, and this is so beautiful. This one's actually variegated, and this, I've only had this for about a year and I haven't done much to it. It's still in the same soil, it's still in the same pot, and it's just very happy in front of my west facing window. So I've just given it some sunlight and water every so often, and it's thriving, surprisingly. So those were my top 3 beginner friendly plants. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it inspired you to pick one up next time you're out shopping. Bye!